Welcome back again to the Cannon&Crowd podcast. Post-match reaction.
It
How are you
feels
feeling,
different
Joas?
regarding a post-match reaction after a loss. It feels very different, but it is what it
Yeah,
is. You can't. It is what it is. But I mean, yeah, like I said, it is what it is.
there's so many things to touch on. It's one of those kind of losses that you just know is a bad loss.
No,
It's
I
a
don't think
bad
it's a bad
it's a
loss.
it's a bad loss in the sense that you almost feel like you didn't deserve to lose, right?
Uh-huh.
You didn't deserve to lose, but it just wasn't meant to be. Let's put it that way. Um,
What do you mean by it wasn't meant to be?
like we're not supposed to just win, I guess. That's how I feel. That's how I feel.
I don't
I
agree.
feel
I
like
don't agree
things
with
things
that.
that needed
But
to
yeah,
go, things that needed to go. When you lose a match to a worldie, right? Things are supposed to go your way if you don't go our way. Let's just put it that way. That's how I feel. How do you feel about the match?
say that again. Say that again.
So how do you feel about the match?
Say that again. No, no, no. Before that, say what did you say?
How do you feel about the match? Like things that were supposed to go our way did not go our way.
You said?
Is that what? I said things that were supposed to go our way did not go our way.
Yeah. That's just what I'm trying to emphasize. But
Yeah.
case like
So
yeah, I'm just trying to buttress the point that I
So
always
like
make
the thing
that
is,
things
let
have
me
to
let
go
me
your
explain
way.
something to you. I think whenever you make that point, I think we both see it at different levels. Because to me, right, when I see things that have to go your way, do not go your way, doesn't necessarily mean gods of football. I mean things that you
No,
also have to do to
I've
make
never
things
met
happen.
gods of football.
Yeah, no,
I've
because
never
you
met
always feel
gods
as
of
if no, it's
football.
like oh, like some divine thing is
No,
supposed to
no, no,
happen. Nah,
no.
there are things that
Things
you're
are
supposed
so
to
see.
do.
It's like if you play FIFA, there's something they call bounce box when you play FIFA,
Hmm.
and like you're playing like you don't have any there's no is there a god in FIFA? There's no god,
Yeah,
but
I
like
know, but
there's some things that just work in certain ways, and like next thing you know, the ball is in the back of your net. Things just have to go your way. It doesn't have to do with any gods of football. It could be as
yeah,
little
I know. I
as
just need to know that I don't mean it I don't mean it in a technical
I
manner.
don't
We
mean it that
ourselves
way.
have to make
See,
things happen.
funny little things like substitution of Konate for Gomez today somehow solidified Liverpool a lot extra because Gomez came in and he clearly had a point to prove. He was on top of every cross. He was on top of everything that came close to him. The injury seemed like a bad thing for Liverpool when it happened, but Gomez coming on kind of just helped them. It's about part of things going your way. It's just they not. I'm sure like nobody in their right senses is thinking that Gomez is better than Konate, but then I feel like in the little time he had, he influenced the game. That's one of things going your way. But that's just by the way. Um, this game is just one of
I
those
think
games
I think
where
I think Konate had a good game anyways. Konate had a good game. Let's like
I I
even without Gomez, I think
I
they would have
texted
still been the
you.
same thing.
I
I don't think it would have changed anything.
no, you're not getting my point.
I don't think it
I'm
would have
not
changed
saying
anything.
what I'm saying to berate.
Okay, I'm listening.
Never mind then. There's no point. There's no point. Like what I'm
No, I'm
saying
listening to
is
you
not
now. Actually, I'm
to
listening to you.
downplay Konate. What I'm saying is not to downplay Konate or to say Konate played less of a game. Because I texted you mid game that Konate definitely had your slanders. He definitely had a
Yeah.
good game. I'm just saying that Gomez came on and he was definitely more aggressive than Konate was when he was in the game. It doesn't mean
Okay.
Konate was not good or he wasn't aggressive or he wasn't winning his duels, but Gomez came on and he was more aggressive on the ball. He was on top of everything he was doing. That's what I'm trying to point out. It's not about Konate not playing well or anything. It has nothing to do with Konate. But Gomez coming on, he was more aggressive on the ball. That's the point I'm trying to make. And aside that, as I was saying, I feel like this is just one of those games like you pointed out in the beginning, that things do not just go your way. And whether for it's for your own reasoning or my own reasoning, is the same thing if you ask me. And I don't think I'm of the opinion that Arsenal deserve to lose the game. I don't think they deserve to win the game either.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty sure that up until that game, that free kick goal from Zobo's line, I don't think either of the two teams deserve to win it. I don't
Okay.
think either of the two teams because first of all, we are playing at Anfield to start with, right? and I believe the game went this way. First 10 minutes of the game, Liverpool was all over us. The next 35 minutes were all over them. The first 15 minutes or thereabouts, 15, 20 minutes of second half, they were all over us. Then the moment we gained control of the game, they scored the free kick. That is just a top class game. That was just a very tactical, like that game just showed tactical prowess of the two managers because the substitution of Curtis Jones, you could see that Curtis Jones was placed right in the middle of Rice and Zodmendi. So at each point in time, Curtis Jones was able to beat the midfield and they had space in front of the box. That was the switch or the tweak, sorry. That was the tweak and slot made to their gameplay. And they kept on having an extra man in that middle. And they kept on using it. And by the time we nullified it, they got the free kick goal. I don't think it's a game where you fought any of the two teams. The only reason why anybody will pile any praise on Liverpool, aside from the fact that they won the game anyway, is the fact that they actually won. If that game had stayed 0-0, it would have been a different narrative completely.
I don't think
Like, it would have been a completely different narrative if
I,
that game stayed 0-0.
I kind of disagree though. Because
Okay?
even at halftime, right, the narrative was already that Arsenal seemed to be more concerned about stopping Liverpool rather than playing their own football. That was the
That's not.
narrative from
Who
halftime.
quote that? Show me what is the quote? I need to find the quote. Anybody that said that.
Schmeichel,
Which
yeah,
Schmeichel?
oh, that's Schmeichel.
Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
Wait, what part of the part where I said we played better than them for at least 35 minutes of that half so that we're more concerned about stopping Liverpool from scoring?
So I think what people would go off is number one, they'll firstly go
Yeah?
off the first of all, first thing they'll go off is the lineup. That's the first thing that everybody go off,
And
right?
I will keep repeating it. That lineup is the appropriate lineup. Like, that's the appropriate lineup. Like, you cannot have things they play in the 10. He has not played in the system
I
long
don't
enough to play as a 10.
honestly, yeah, I don't agree with that either.
You don't have to agree.
I don't
You
agree
don't
with
have
that
to
either.
agree. First of all, you have
Because
to realize that the way we
hmm
play with a 10, but it's a right eight and a
hmm
left eight.
hmm
Our right eight is always left footed. There's a
hmm
reason for that. And like sprint is a there doesn't help him because a lot of body angles, a lot of things he has to do. He has to adjust it back to his right leg. It won't work for him. That's like he's going to make his debut in an uncomfortable position because unlike a regular 10 that is allowed to play centrally, Eze would have to stick to the right hand side of the field. It won't work.
let me ask you a
That
question.
won't work.
Do you think Eze would have minded like having to play
It's
that
not a
role for
matter
us?
of minding. Illyri, it's not FIFA. This is not FIFA.
No,
It's
it's
not
not about
FIFA.
guy. This is not about FIFA. This is
It's
about
not, I'm telling you that this is not a game. It's not FM. It's not PES.
this is not
See,
about FIFA. This is not about anything.
see,
This
first
is
of all, you are
about the how
taking.
outlook of what actually happened. This actually happened. Like we saw these things happen. It's not
Did the
like
fuck? I don't. I saw it happen because I can see that we played well in that game. The only reason why it feels like there's like there's a bitter taste in your mouth is because we lost, and that's quite understandable. That's very understandable. Nobody wants to lose, but Ileri playing Eze as 10 is going to be at its advantage to us for many reasons. First of all, Eze is not used to that system yet for him to play as a 10. We play the 10 on 10 we play is not the conventional 10 that has access to the middle of the pitch. There's a reason why Odegaard is more right side oriented than the full pitch. It's not the regular 10 that every other person plays. Because we start the role as a 10 role, doesn't make it a typical 10 role. No, I will not like
anyways.
again.
All that
The reason
matters
why
in
you
the end
feel
is the
this way,
result.
exactly,
All that
and
matters
it's
in the
not
end is the
like
result,
again.
and we didn't get the
I feel
result.
like
So
you've known me for quite a long time. I don't watch football based on results. I do not.
mm.
Results are important. I'm not going to say they are not.
Result is
Results
how
are
you win the
very
trophy.
important.
That's how you win the trophy.
Exactly. But at the same time, this is the third game of the season. Like a win or a loss here today is not the end of the title race. Like it is in no way significant to the title race.
No, we can't. We
So
can. You cannot say it's not significant in title race. It is against your
it is
title
not
rivals.
significant to the
It's always
title
significant,
race.
guy. If you are playing your title rivals, the match against your title rivals is definitely significant. How you say it's not
Larry,
significant?
it is not
How?
significant. The result is not significant to the title race because the race has not even started yet. The title race
Bro,
doesn't start till January or
guy, I swear the
February.
race starts from the first game if you are going for the title. The race starts from the first game. You need to know that every game you have to win, or at least do your best not to lose. And obviously, you're not going to win
Nobody
every game. They are not going
nobody
to.
starts
Nobody
out, nobody
expects.
starts a match and says, "Oh, today's game, oh, yeah, we can lose because it's just the second game of the season or the third game of the season." No, like obviously they lost, they're not because they wanted to lose, but because I don't know, the goal was just not something anybody can control.
Yeah, so
Like
what
that
I'll say
was a
is,
wonderful free kick.
but I'm
Like,
not saying anything
like
wrong in saying what I'm saying.
I
It is
never said
significant
you're saying
because they are
anything
your
wrong.
title rivals. You
I'm
can't say
telling you,
it's
I
not
don't
significant.
agree.
You can't. It's not significant because they're your title rivals. You play your title rivals at home in their house, and the result is not
The
significant.
significance, the significance, I mean, I'm saying you cannot say that, oh, because Liverpool won this, they will definitely win the league.
No,
Does
you
that make
can't.
sense now?
Obviously, it's the same thing. If we had if
Exactly. That's the point I'm
that's
trying to
obvious
make.
now. Okay,
That's
if that's the
because
case,
if we had
there's no
won, if
argument.
we had
There's no argument then.
exactly, that's the point
There's
I'm
no
trying to
argument.
make. It is not significant to the eventual winner of the of the title. It is not.
Yes, yes,
It is
it is not.
not.
I agree.
I think it's
But
not. Um,
how will I put it?
Larry,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how to put it to you. Like we lost, yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bitter taste in the mouth, yes. But the
But
manner in which we lost
horrible.
that game is is fine by me. It's very fine by me. Like it's not as if we went there and they were like all over us throughout the entire game. We couldn't do anything, and like we were just holding on to a 1-0 loss throughout the entire game. Like they literally snatched the win. Like it was a smash and grab, literally.
One thing I'll say that is that for me, I think I took. I'm never as positive as you when it comes to all these things, but I still took some positives out of the game. One of which
It's hard to
is
believe you took any positives, man.
I'll
Because
say them now. One of which
since
is
we jumped on this call, even
Mosquera.
like offline, you've just been a downer. Like
One of the positives.
I wasn't even. But yeah, sure, I'm listening to you.
One of the positives is Mosquera. He came in and he looked like yeah for 30 million. That's a very good signing. He didn't give me any reason to doubt him basically. And at Anfield from the fourth minute or third minute, that's big up to him. He did a really good job today. Another positive is I'll say the fact that it's just 3 games in. It's going to be painful because I think the international break is around the corner. So it's going to be painful, and we're going to sit and steal through it. But it's early on in the
One
season.
big positive for me is Madueke. Madueke had a very good game. If you ask me, I was very impressed with how he played. Like I don't know what I expected, but whatever my expectation was, he exceeded it. Like I was convinced he was the best player in the game as at the end of the first half. Because
Remember, I told you I don't agree with that, but
yeah, again,
yeah.
the only person that could have said anything to him in that game was Timber. Timber was the only other person that I
One
felt
thing
like
I'll
was out of the regular because everybody in that game was very subpar, average. Like even Liverpool players, like nobody did anything out of the normal. It was a very tactically balanced game. Like very tactically balanced from the onset. The one person that I felt like was just pushing the limits a lot of the times was Madueke to me. It was very good in
I'll
that game.
say
That was one big
what
positive
I'll
for
say
me.
about Madike is I'll say it was probably our best attacking option, honestly, today on the field of play. It was the only person that looked like anything good was going to come out of. When Izzy came on, Izzy looked decent on the left side. I mean, I feel like he managed to do more than Martinelli in the few minutes that he played in terms of getting behind his
Yeah,
fullback.
Brazil called up Martinelli, right? Brazil called
What?
up Martinelli. Brazil
He,
called up
I,
Martinelli for
I
this
think
international break.
so. I think so.
He should just bother not coming back. He can stay. He can stay with Ituano that he came
My
from.
my
I
problem with
don't care.
Martinelli is his decision making, bro. It's like there's something to be fast, there's something to be okay, but his decision making just
I
makes me
don't get it with him
feel like
anymore. I never really
why,
lose my patience with players. I don't
why?
lose my patience with players at all. But with him, it's like I don't know. I don't know at all with Martinelli. I don't know.
It's
And at this point, I'm at the point where when the ball gets to Martinelli, I have zero expectations. Like I don't expect anything. I really
let them
don't.
teach them.
Like,
It's
I mean,
annoying,
like
man.
the reason, like a lot of people call for Martinelli to start that game. A lot of people call for
I wasn't
Martinelli
one
to
of
start
them.
that game.
I wasn't one of them.
Whether you're one of them or not, a lot of people did call for him. And like reasons for him starting was very understandable. First of all, we all
He
know
just
that he
went
likes
against
like
them. Yes.
whether he has had a terrible season or not. Whenever it's Liverpool, Martinelli turns up. That's one. Two is we needed the pace. Like whether I like it or not, we needed that pace because on paper it seemed like we're going to Anfield. We
Pace
might
is
not
no
have a
end
lot of the
product.
ball. Like we're
Do
going to
we
Anfield.
do
We
we
will
really
not have
need
the ball a
pace
lot of
without end
times.
product?
Now let me talk now.
No, continue. We now have the ball a lot
Martinelli
of
has the
times.
ball. We have when we won't have the ball a lot of times, and like
Yeah.
when Martinelli gets the ball, we can use it to transition, and then that's like how the game was supposed. That on paper, that was what it seemed like. But even at the times when we were able to transition with the ball, he didn't do anything with it, and he's like I said, it's very understandable why he started the game. It's very understandable, but he didn't do that decision any justice. That's all I have to say. He didn't do the decision any justice, but like it's quite understandable why he started the game. Very understandable.
The messed up part about this game is that it's going to be made to stew. Like we're going to feel the pain of this game, which is not so bad
There's no
because I
pain
know
to
we respond
feel
properly.
outside the
There is
fact
pain.
that we
Are you telling
lost.
me that the players are not going to be in
Yes,
pain?
we
They will
lost.
be in pain. Exactly.
The point I'm
That's
trying to
pain
make
now.
to you, the point I'm trying to make to you is other than other than we did not get anything from the game. I don't think it's something to linger on. I can
Hmm.
bet that if I have access to that dressing room, Aita is going there and is giving them words of encouragement rather than bashing them. Like they will feel pain because they did not win, obviously, and to make it worse, they didn't get anything from the game. But I can
Exactly.
bet anything that if we have access to that dressing room, Aita is not going there to bash them because they did not play well. That's fine enough for me. That's fine enough for
Anyways,
me. That's very
I
fine enough for
I
me. Like
I
this
get
game is
that. I
one of the
get
games
that.
where we
I
lost
get.
because like it's just one of those games where you just lost to things that are just out of control. It was a very beautiful free kick that like nobody could do anything about. Except maybe you want to stretch Raya to be 6'5", so he can get there faster. That's the only thing you can say. That's why we lost the game. So like if I don't see any reason to be feeling. If you feel pain, if you play football, you feel more pain. If you feel like, oh, there's like I could have done better or anything. But other than maybe Martinelli, that we feel like we have complaints over, a lot of them can leave that pitch with their heads raised up high,
Do
and
you
that's
think?
good enough.
Do you think from an attack standpoint, do you think we could have done better?
On the left hand side only, every time the ball got out to the right hand side to Madrid, we did something with the ball. Every time. I mean, like I don't know if you'd watch the game over, but when you do, I would employ you to look at the game from
Should
that
I
perspective.
should I tell you the statistics for what that something we did on the other side meant? By the way, as at
Hmm.
halftime, most of our attack was actually coming from Martinelli's wing. But that stuff that we did led to 0.55 XG on that side, like the
And how many for
full game.
Liverpool? And how many for
0.55
Liverpool?
XG, 0.45 for Liverpool. Wait, and the
And
total number of shots
oh,
of
Iliri,
11 with one on target. Now, why I'm bringing this up is, like you said, you're confident, right? Because you know how we play when it comes to like defensively.
mm,
How we defend well, right? You know about that, and you're confident because of that. You, I mean, you prepare 2-0, so The question
I
is,
said 1-0, 2-0. Yes.
you did. I'm not. I'm
I
not
said
making it up.
1-0, 2-0. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
the question is,
I'm not reversing that.
while we can applaud our structure and our
Mm-hmm.
um defensive abilities, right? Do you think just that would help us get to where we're trying to get to this season, or is there anything you think will have to change?
Uh, yeah, making me laugh a whole lot. There's nothing we
How?
need to change, Larry. We're fine. We're fine. We don't have to change anything. We're very fine. We're very
Do you think
fine.
we can be
There's
braver
nothing to
at some
change.
point?
There's lessons to be learned, Larry. There's nothing about being braver. That team, they played hard they are meant to play today. Like, it's not about being braver. Lineup was like you're making it seem as if lineup was some five at the back defensive line. All we did was use a fitter player as our right eight. That's all we did. All we did was use a fitter player as our right eight. Like we literally changed our right eight. That is what's making you think we're conservative, Larry. Like
No,
think about it.
it's not just that. I also feel like
So what then?
one thing, another thing I would realize is that I think we're more risk adverse than Liverpool was in terms of the game. We're very risk adverse. We controlled the game for most part of it, especially the first half. I think we dominated the first half, at least on the ball, moving the ball around and
I
like
feel like
taking
I feel
control.
like you're the one that is now talking as if we not just go to play at Anfield. Like you're the one that is talking as if we not just play the league champions. Like how how much
I
more
mean,
braver can you be?
you knew they were the league champion when you predicted 2-0. But there was something that
Yes,
made you predict
yes.
that 2-0 apart from the defense. It can't be the defense that made you predict
First of
2-0.
all, I was so sure Odegaard was going to play that game. I was very sure Odegaard was going to play. At the time I made the prediction, I was very sure the guy was going to play. And the thought process behind that prediction was I was sure Liverpool was going to score. At least not from open play like they used to do. Like, and obviously, defending set pieces was not an issue for us. I was sure Liverpool was not going to score. And I banked on us getting one set piece goal. Liverpool tries to throw everything at it and will probably score a second goal or it sticks to 1-0. That was the plan. 1-0 or 2-0. That was it. And that didn't exactly shift because they didn't actually score until that free kick. That free kick was literally the difference between the entire game. And again, the way you're feeling now is completely judged by the end result, which I can't fault because I look at things differently from the way you look at things. I don't judge the game by the end result. I judge the game by how well the two teams played. That's how I judge a game. And judging that game, I don't think Arsenal could have done anything better. I'm sorry. At least with what we lined up with, I don't think they could have done anything better. The lineup was good. We played well. Merino played well. We could have only done better in those transitions that, like, say, like the left wing transitions that we didn't do well. That was the only thing I can say that, oh, we did not do better at. And I feel like it can't get worse than that, than it was today. Like, there are a lot more positives that you are willing to reckon with in that game. But then, it's my opinion, and it's my opinion, and I can't change your own opinion. So,
So yeah, I think it's all good. I guess the thing I would tell about it, like I said, just 3 games into the some positives, right? Um, we need to we need to do better, especially when we go away to other big teams.
I
We
don't think
can't
we could have done better than that, Sha. Apart
we
from not
can't
winning the game, the only thing we can do better at is winning the game. Yes, we need to win the game. But in terms of how we play today, I don't think there's anything better. Because the first thing that is important when you're playing a Liverpool side is stop them from scoring. And if you ask me, they did that excellently well. Like, they did that excellently well. Like, stopping Liverpool from creating enough XG is like, man, I don't know what to say, but sure, there's very little I can add to what I've already said. But that was a good performance, if you ask me. That was a good performance. I don't think there's anything they could have done better at, like, especially with the lineup, with with the way the entire game panned out. I don't think there's much more they would have done better. I think that
okay.
was a good game. It was a good game from both sides. It was a very tactically balanced game, and it was just edged out by a very brilliant free kick. That's it.
Okay, I guess that comes to the end of the match reaction show. 1-0 Liverpool. I know it was going to be a tough game, so I'll just take it. I'll just say look out for our player ratings.